my money. It's their storage.
It's one else.
Google. They're rich anyway. All right, so yeah. So we're gonna talk about what is average value. Okay, what is average value? Average value is super easy. You are just says if f is integrable, they say if f is integrable, I think I spelled wrong. Integrable. If f of x is integrable, it's f of x. It's integrable on closed interval.
Yeah. There's no E.
Oh, it's with no R?
Just for the right. For the right. So you want to call it integrable?
Integrable. There you go. On A and B, then average value is equal to 1 over b minus a integration of a to b of f of x dx. So yeah, so it'd be like this. So it's very easy for you to find the average value, but do you know what it meant? That's going to be more crucial. So we're going to talk about f of x is equal to 3x squared minus 2x. And I want to say, can you find the average value between 1 to 4? So this is a fairly easy questions. You can go ahead and do it. You just have to follow the formula. But then I'm going to explain to you what I meant by average value. But go ahead and find the average value of f of x of 3x squared minus 2x between 1 to 4. Could be a 2-digit number. Those 2-digit number add up to be 7. If you do it right, you probably know what is it. Good. So I can ask you to find Blade, did you find it? Last night, son? That was quick. 3x squared minus 2x dx. And you should put 1 over 4 minus 1 between 1 to 4. And this is the average value. So that's equal to 1 over 3rd times integration of x cubed minus x squared between 4 to 1. So it'll be 1/3 times 64 minus 16 minus 1 square minus 1 square, 1 to the third, 1 to the square. 1/3 times 48. So that should equal to 16. Did you guys got 16? Then that's your average value. But do you know what does average value mean? So the average value means this. For example, I have a function. And this function is going to go like this. If I plug in 0, it's going to give me 0. If I plug in 1, it's going to give you 1. So this is a 1, 1. If I plug in 4, it's all the way to 40. Now 40 is... Now, if I do integration between 1 to 4, this just means this area here. And this area I'm going to find with orange. So basically here. Now for you guys to understand a little bit math. Is this area here? What is 16 related to this area? The average value, how does the average value related to this area? My question. Yes.
It's like 1/3 of the area.
No, but it's a good try. What is 16 related to this area?
The midpoint.
They're not necessary to be in the middle, no. They're a little bit off on middle. What? On the interval between 1 to 4. What does 16 mean? Yes. You're stretching. I thought you had the answer. That's disappointing. What do you guys think?
Straightening out the line.
What?
Just straightening out the curved line.
I think I see what you're saying. It kind of makes sense.
So it's the lines that we have to straighten out to get a better rectangle.
So, I don't know if exactly what he meant, but remember I told you could teach you guys this thing before. Do you guys remember I teach you, I say 48 divided by 3, like this? Do you remember? What's a 48 represent? The area, right? So this is the area, but area of what shape though? Of this rectangle. And if you do that, you're gonna get the 16. 16 is gonna be the width of this rectangle. So what this means is this kind of combination between Madeline and Cairo saying is there is a rectangle right here, and that's about this year high, something like this. And this area of this rectangle all the way from here to here, it's equate to exactly area under the curve, which is, we know it's 48, but we know this is 3 because that's the width. This has to be 16. 3 times what equal to 16? So it's the certain height, the average value is the height of a rectangle which equal, which is a rectangle which is equal to the area under the curve. Does that make sense? The height of a rectangle with the same width, and that you get the exactly area under the curve. So that is gonna be the average value. Are we okay here? So this is very crucial for you to understand. Next thing I want you to understand, because finding the average value is no big deal, but can you know what it meant? That's a big deal. The next thing, there is something called the mean value theorem of integral. It's very similar. So the mean value, you guys already know what the mean value, there's a mean value theorem for derivative and there's a mean value theorem for integral. So this one's integral. Now this one's not as much tested. If you remember 2 tests ago, I asked like 3 questions on mean value theorem. I told you it's going to be a lot on mean value theorem. I told you had to know the condition about mean value theorem. But so this is the mean value theorem for integral. Basically, they give you similar equation if you pay attention. A, B, f of x dx is equal to f of c is b minus a. Basically, you can divide by both sides by b minus a. That's going to be average value equal to f of c. What does this mean? This c right here is which x value will the output be the average value. So if I say mean value theorem integral, I can say, oh yeah, this is c. C here is equal to something. That at c, the output of that same rectangle is equal to is exactly area under the curve. So what can we do? We can say this 3x squared minus 2x is equal to area under the curve, which is 16. So you can actually find this new c value. So this is a x or c. So we can actually find out x of c. And you can actually do a factoring. A lot of you guys didn't know how to factor before. Please know how to do a box method. 3x squared minus 16. Unless you are Asnai, who can factor something very difficult using factor by grouping. Okay, so this one's going to give you 6x, 8x, negative 2x. Which one need to be negative? Which one need to be negative here? Something near is 2 or 8. The 8, good. So then that's going to be 3x minus 8 and then x plus 2 equal to 0, x equal to 8 over 3, x equal to negative 2. So what is the thing? At 8 over 3, this point here, c, it's at 8 over 3. So if you ever want to find mean value theorem for integral, and yeah, and that's the best way to do. Now, if you are just finding average value, just 1 over b minus a over times integral of that. For some of the people on AP exam, I hate when people don't get confused between average rate of change. Average rate of change is slope. Slope is derivative. It's a slope. Rate of change is slope. And it's also derivative if you talk about rate of change. So rate of change is slope or derivative. So it's actually f of b minus f of a over b minus a. Don't get confused. Value is the integral. 1 over b minus a, integration a to b of f of x dx. So they are significantly different between two. And you also have to now find out average value. Now, mean value theorem integral, mean value for integral is to find the c where the output is, so output is average value. Okay, so that is that. Now, since we talk about this, we're going to go back to talk about motion. Velocity, physics. Do you remember the physics? Particle motions. So particle motions. What does S of t mean? What function is that?
Position of time.
Position versus time. Good. Precision. Precision. Thank you, Cairo. What is the v of t? Which is s prime of t? Is what? Velocity. And it has to be this order, okay? S double prime of t is equal to v prime of t is equal to what? SV acceleration. So please note this for today's homework. Also, later down you might know is you can integrate a of t dt. What is integrate of a to t dt? Velocity, but you're gonna have a initial velocity right here, which is c. Integration of v of t is equal to s of t plus c. Yes.
So when we're doing the definite integral, is there a reason why you don't use the plus c?
Yes. Because technically you have upper bound subtract the lower bound. Upper bound has a plus c. The lower bound also have plus c. So the c will cancel out. Because you plug in, you're going to have plus c, right? For example, that c is 2. But you also have a plus c on the lower bound. The 2 and 2 can subtract each other. Poof, gone. Magic. Got it?
So the curve might not always look like the way you want it, or
I don't care. The curve eventually they're just gonna cancel out. So I mean that c is not relevant. Just think about if you have plus c, you have a vertical translation, right? Just you move up too, right? You still subtract it off, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so one more thing is what is average velocity? Average velocity has two understanding. One is equal to the position, the changing position. So I'm going to say the changing of s of t over changing of time, which is s of b minus s of a over b minus a. That's if position is given. If position function is given, that's how you're finding the average velocity. However, what if velocity function is given? Then average velocity is equal to what? Yes. The average value of what? Exactly. if you integrate v of t dt 1 over b minus a and a to b. Why that is though? What happens if you integrate v of t? It's s of t, right? Between b and a, right? Would that equal to s of b minus s of a over b minus a? That's gonna be the average velocity. So sometimes the physics does not happen to give you the position function to ask you find the average velocity. The harder is actually to give you velocity function and ask you to find average velocity. People thought it's a difference of velocity, but it's not. It's actually a different. It's actually average value of the thing. Okay. Today you're gonna go back to deal with this, so you might have to redo the derivative and stuff like that. But for example, you will get something like motion. Hold on, let's. So you will get something like this. Oh, sorry. So you're gonna start with deal with motions, average velocity. Oh, there we go. Okay, shall I airdrop to you? Mike already posted. Okay. Yeah, so you guys should know what to do with it. So today is just finding that. How do you find? Yeah, that's just slope. So this you should be able to do. I mean, if you want, I can airdrop to you, but it's on the thing. It's on the thing. So Asna can get a head start. Homework. Right. But it's also on WhatsApp too. Got it? Vincent? Yeah, so. Yeah, so why you don't do your homework, sir? You were in concert? Huh? I didn't know you play guitar. Are you any good?
Guitar, band, orchestra, chorus.
All the girls love the guys with guitars. That's why you choose guitar, right?
Yeah. So I went to the gym. After the gym, I had volleyball practice, and I got home like 11:30.
You in volleyball too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Volleyball and guitar.
Okay.
After that, I passed out.
Okay.
I got home and I was like, well, I kept checking my phone the day. I was like, did you post anything? And then it kept saying 12
We can foresee yourself as a player.
Well, I have. You just know my girlfriend?
Huh?
You know my girlfriend?
Who?
My girlfriend.
You and who?
Yeah.
Who is your girlfriend? Heidi? Heidi?
Be a player now.
You're gonna be a player? Okay. So, yes.
My dream is to become a singer. That's what is funny. Yeah, that's what makes you concerned about it.
No, are you kidding? Oh, are you serious?
I'm not kidding.
Are you serious?
No,
Are you serious?
I said I wanted to do film. I told you this before.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be a singer.
I'm going to sing as a side job.
Despacito.
Despacito.
Man, I thought you were in Snapchat. Not that.
No, I swear to God.
Dude, 1 minute.
This class is like freaking- I don't care.
Oh, yeah. He went home early. He went home early today. He was in my chemistry.
Good morning, everybody.
Issue.
I'm great. All right.
You know what?
You're not a good gambler. I pay off my bet already.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, you don't have enough. Snapchat. 3 days tomorrow.
I know. It's invited me for tomorrow. Actually, what's going on at 2 tomorrow? We have a game tomorrow.
Wait, what do you play?
Tomorrow's Brazil, Croatia.
Oh,
And then it's Argentina. Argentina and some random country.
Netherlands. Are you serious? The Netherlands.
Netherlands. Okay, who knows what the Netherlands is?
Alright, they've gotten to a final.
Yeah. That's the reason for my headache.
Not
Do it, do it. It's not the reason.
Brazil, so. Yeah, Brazil is going against Croatia.
You, I know you're not gonna tell if I do it today.
You know that lunch.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Can you come over here?
I hope
Oh my goodness.
I know all of you.
No, we're gonna be taking mom and Jen. Yeah, we're gonna hold this. Yeah, sorry. Oh, no, very good.
Brazil wins.
Um, yeah, so you are gonna have tests on Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I might still be here Wednesday just to hang out. And I won't be, for sure not gonna be here Thursday and Friday because I'm going to a trip.
Where you going?
Huh?
Where you going?
I'm going to Colorado.
But for family, for fun.
No, he wants to smoke weed.
Reebok, how'd you, don't expose me like this. Reebok. My next trip is gonna go Amsterdam.
Like Harold and Kumar.
Huh?
Take me with you, it'll be Harold and Kumar.
Red light district. I thought I'd say that.
Wait, I thought you can smoke weed in Florida already. Why are you gonna go?
For medicinal.
I smell them all the time, everywhere, even on the street.
It's like bogus doctors that can like write you a prescription.
No, like what on the street?
Marijuana. Like one day I was eating like a burger fry somewhere, and I was like just in my car, and I smelled like weed coming down through my ventilator. I'm like,
It
dang.
wasn't you. Did you forget?
Do you like skiing or like snowboarding?
I never seen snowing in my entire life. 43 years of my life, I never seen snowing in my life. I seen snow on the
That's
ground.
embarrassing.
We've never seen snow.
I never seen snowing.
Wait, doesn't it snow in Colorado?
Yeah, that's why I want to go.
Okay.
I want to go see snow in my first time in life, which is they better snow. If I go there, they didn't snow.
Eat it. You have to eat it.
If you ever see yellow snow, that's the best kind. You gotta try it.
That's the first thing I see snow. I'm gonna
It's
just
like
like,
on live stream.
have those taste like fresh
Put some syrup on it.
Yeah.
Let me see
Like they
uploads
put
of
maple
vlog.
syrup on the ground and they put steak and it freezes and they roll the stick around. Like maple syrup, like frozen.